Hey folks, it's Jang here with a really quick look at the LEGO Mighty Micros Hulk vs. Ultron. First up, the big guy with his little cart here. I really love the use of the big fig hands. I just appreciate the use of big fig components on something other than a big fig. And those are in bright green, so they're really loud. Just their visual impact is significant. And they also used bright green wheels down here, so this thing really stands out, contrasts against the purple very nicely, goes together well with the color of the figure. I like the big scoop. I like the choices of parts in general. This is a pretty fun looking little thing. I don't recall what these are supposed to be back here. You can kind of twist them around a little bit, but this thing doesn't actually fire off anything. It doesn't physically do anything other than just drive around and can do a wheelie, can do a wheel stand. I appreciate that. But if you want to, you can pull these big fig hands off because they're just attached with their Technic pin, and you can take one of those off and you just imagine it flying through the air and hitting your opponent. So you could use those as projectiles. That right there just popped off a little bit too easily. And in general, I've been careful up to this point, and still wasn't careful enough, but in general, the level of durability of this thing is a little bit low, because you see parts starting to come off. It's because it's so small that there aren't many connection points that are used to hold this together. So it doesn't hold itself in one piece quite as well as I would like. But some kids might see that as a good thing, because you can kind of destroy it easily and then put it back together. The construction is simple enough that it's not a pain. Ultron here has the whole tech spider mech kind of thing going on. You could see this as being just an extension of him. Kind of ignore the wheels for a moment and just imagine that he has picked up more stuff from his environment and added it to him and built himself up, so he actually has all these legs around there. Or you can see that as just being kind of scary looking stuff as part of his vehicle. You can move these together on either side at the same time. They can go together like that, or you can move them independently. I like to bring the front legs up, makes it look a little bit more aggressive. You can also bring this rear kind of stinger looking thing up and down, and this is able to do a wheel stand. It's able to pose like that, which is very important to me. Just kind of going back to the kid in me. As a small child, I would have loved to see that on every single one of these. The build of this one is much more durable than the Hulk one. It's actually based around a single Mighty Micros upper body, upper chassis piece, so things are just connected better in general, so it doesn't fall apart as easily. The things that do come off the most easily are just these side pairs, because there's just a single clip right there, and actually, yeah, there it goes. So you can take that off, but in general, this stays together pretty well. I think it looks pretty good for what it's supposed to be, and it plays in a fun way. I was really looking forward to sharing these figures with you when I first bought this set, but now looking at them up close, to be honest with you, I'm kind of disappointed. I think the torso of the Hulk looks good for the style they're going for. The torso of Ultron is fine, it's simplified. The Hulk's face, I like the expression of it, but I don't know if this comes across on camera quite as well as it does in person, but his face just doesn't have the contrast in the prints that I would like to see. Like the upper line of the mouth is not fully black. You can see some of the green coming through, and also the eyes just look a little bit faded. The whole face looks a little bit faded, all the print on it. And I like the shape of it very much, but looking at it through the camera, I really don't see that coming through. It's too bad I can't really show that to you properly, but in person it's a little bit disappointing to me. And then the face on Ultron, I'm glad that he has the under part of his mask or helmet or whatever, but the face itself that's printed onto the minifig head there also, I think, suffers from some of that same effect of just not being thick enough, not being contrasty enough, especially around the eyes. I feel like with just that same shape, the same printing, if it was just done more thick and more confidently, maybe another layer there would have been good. Now the back of this, that's really nice with the subtle details, with the bright silver printing that they got on there. That's actually pretty cool. And I like the torso prints on the backs of both of these, but the face prints for them let me down a little bit. and the front of the torso of Ultron isn't that great to me. So this ends up being not my favorite of the Mighty Micros series so far. Not my least favorite, but definitely not my favorite. Just has a handful of things that could have been done better, I think. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments for myself and other people to see, and I'll be talking to you again very soon.